What's up? We got two people in the building. Let's percent, guys. Thank you for coming. I want to appreciate all of you, people. Freedom Link saying greetings, EK. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you to come for just EK. Appreciate you all. Bless up yourself. Bless up everybody. So, okay, let me see if this live stream is going on or not. So how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? I gotta check out if the live stream is popping. So we got one people in the building. Somebody say hi, EK. Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right, let's see. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me reduce this mic. The volume is too high already. Okay, the low. So welcome to just EK. I don't know how many people we got in the building. Alrighty, just EKI. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Anybody out there? Anybody? Two people in the building. Hold on. Let me listen to this. Can you hear myself? So, ladies and gents, we got 3 million people in the bush. Thank you for coming. Today, we have a very special guest, y'all. Share the live stream out if you can. Big up yourself already. Mm-hmm. Big up all of you in the building, all of you in the chat already. Let me try to do this. All the people in the bush, bless up yourself. Hold on. Okay. Oh, here we have our guest here. Maj TV, bless up yourself. Thank you for coming, Maj TV. How you doing? I just see Jimmy. Hey, ladies and gents, we have our guest this afternoon. Good afternoon, Jimmy. Turn simu hivi. Turn the phone up, Jimmy. Turn the phone up. Our guest this afternoon. Good afternoon, Jimmy. Jimmy, weka simu in portrait. There
Hivi.
you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, Maj TV, bless up yourself, Maj TV. Welcome, 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 Maj TV. It's good to see you. And today, hey Joyce Valeria, how you doing? How you doing, Joyce Valeria? Bless up yourself. Today, guys, we have a special guest, my brother from another mother, my brother who gave me a second chance in life. Can you guys hear me? Let me know, Jimmy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Latoya Dali, hey Ike Koho. So check out my brother Jimmy Mrima. That's my brother from another mother. This is a guy who knows me so well. This is a guy who gave me a second chance in life. This is a guy who pleaded with his mom and his family to give me a place to stay. This guy, this guy, this guy, you gotta check him out. Check his channel out. Let me see. What's the name of your channel, Jimmy?
Jimmy Koronge.
Jimmy
Just my
Koronge.
name, Jimmy.
Is there somebody who can type in there your Joyce quite fine EK and you I am doing good, Joyce Valeria. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. And Maj TV saying we are hearing you loud and clear. King MS, I see you. Jimmy Koronge. Is you Jimmy typing? Okay, guys. Somebody Latoya, all my moderators, please kindly I want you to go look on YouTube, Jimmy Koronge, and let's subscribe to his channel, guys. Let's subscribe to his channel. Before I introduce him, I want you. Texas is really hot right now, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Before I introduce my co-host here, guys, you people have heard me talk about my story, how I was homeless, how I was struggling, I was trying to get my education. I was trying to get all these things as an adult, and I was homeless and everything. You see, the young man you see, of course, I can call him young man. This guy, this guy, this guy, when I was struggling in life real bad, I was going through hell in my life. Of course, we were a little bit, I was like in my early 20s, mid 20s, and they were younger. And he pleaded with the mom, with the family. Let's welcome, please, let's give these guys a place to stay. Let's bring him to our house. Let's, because this guy is trying to go through school, he's trying to do all these things, and he's all by himself. And then this young man here, he was way younger then. I think Jimmy, you are still in high school, right? You're still in high school.
I just
You
cleared high
had just
school.
cleared high school, and you told mom, your mom,
Yeah.
mom, may God rest her soul in peace. Mom, please, let's have this guy come and stay with us. That's why, guys, I put there brothers reunion. I keep telling my story and everything. Oh, Jimmy, people are asking you to type your channel name, or you can drop the link. Can you type, Jimmy? Can you type in the chat?
All right.
Let me give you moderator. Susie Global
All right.
concept. How you doing? Happy weekend, Susie Global. Thank you for coming. That's what I'm telling you. Can Jimmy, can you type in the chat? Let me give you a blue jacket so you people can connect to you. Guys, what I'm telling you about Jimmy here, this young man, he just finished high school. I got a second chance in life because of this young man here. He pleaded with her mom, Mom, please, let's give this guy a chance. And this guy took me to his house, his room, his quarters, and gave me a space to share with him as I was struggling with study in my mid late 20s. So bless up yourself. I see you, Brian Lee. How you doing, Brian Lee? Oh, Jimmy, can you type in the chat? Can you type in the chat, Jimmy?
Okay.
Type in the chat so I can give you blue jacket so people can connect to you. And guys, please don't go share this live stream out. I'm gonna share some more stuff about Jimmy Mrima because that name, that name is not that name, man. That name is like I don't even know the right word to put it. It's an honor to have him here. It's an honor to be affiliated with their family. And did you type Jimmy?
Yeah, I've put in my link. I put in the
No,
link.
type something so I can give you a blue jacket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this one sucks. Type in the hey guys, check out my brother Jimmy Mrima. Jimmy Mrima, the young man. Okay, there you go. So, all right, there I've given you a moderator, Jimmy. Now you can drop your link.
Uh-huh.
Drop your link. I've given you a blue jacket. Kim Manjao, come here. That's Kim MS. That's Kim. Kim MS is Kim Manjao. David. Hey guys, Kim is my other brother from another mother. And I'm going to tell you more stories about Kim. How I met Kim. I met Kim while I was living with Jimmy and the family. So Kim MS is my other brother. So Jimmy, drop your link now. Guys, connect to my brother Jimmy. He's got 200 to go. We need to get him to 1,000 subscribers, and we need to get him views and everything. We need to get him. Yeah, before. Okay, Jimmy, there is a link. Let me pin the link. All right, guys, connect to that link, please. I beg you for my little brother here, Jimmy. Connect to him, and he's gonna tell you more. Without much further ado, I wanna let Jimmy introduce himself, guys. Introduce yourself. Who is Jimmy? What does Jimmy do? How does Jimmy know EK? We're gonna go through all that. Who is Jimmy Mrima? Introduce yourself, my brother.
Hi guys. I'm Jimmy, a friend to Emilio. I'm a Kenyan by nationality. I come from a Christian family, so and I'm a father as well, and I'm a musician. So I play classical guitar. I teach. So that's basically what I do.
So let me ask you this, Jimmy. You say you come from a
Yeah.
Christian background. So
Hmm.
a lot of people when hear that name, Murima, who is Murima? Because most people might not know, but your dad was
Yeah.
a revolution, like he brought this gospel, like he revolutionized gospel, like African go like preachers and everything. Like he's one of the, am I saying the right words? Like he is one of those preachers who, like, I can testify and say, when he meant preaching, he preached true gospel, and his motto was all about Jesus is not a religion, Jesus was not a
Hmm.
denomination, Jesus was a reality. And
Yeah.
I mean, for me, he's one of the best God generals that I know. He's somebody who brought a movement of God in Africa, not just Africa, even, like, so many other preachers from all over the world. He was a big, big name. So when I say Jimmy Murima, like Kim here knows, hey everyone, hey Kavi K, bless up yourself, coming. Hey everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Go Kavi K, all the way from Atlanta. Ike, bro, bless up yourself. And Susie Global Concept, all the way from Nigeria. So, guys, before all the preachers, all TD Jakes and everybody, this guy's dad, he brought a movement of God in Africa. Maybe in future we'll talk about the miracles you saw, the miracles I've seen under the ministry of your dad. I saw the blind see. I remember one guy who used to be our neighbor in Madare. He's called Mwangi, Joseph Mwangi. He was crazy, mental hospital. I will never forget that day. Your dad prayed for him in a crusade in Madare, a place called Kanu. Your dad prayed for that crazy man who was running around crazy, and he got healed. Your dad, God used him to perform miracles that I don't see these days anymore. But guys, that's a story for another day. But today, I just want to appreciate Jimmy here, because when I was struggling in life, when I was homeless and nobody had hope, nobody believed in me, nobody had faith, nobody thought anything would ever come, this guy, Jimmy Murima, he begged her family, he begged her mom to give me a place to stay. And I just want him to, like, briefly tell, like,
Hmm.
who when we say Murima is a big name, guys. It's a big name. And a lot of
Yeah, my dad.
lives have been changed because of that name.
Oh
There
man.
is Echo. Okay, Jimmy, I think most likely you have Echo. You have a Do you have a tab open, or YouTube tab open from whatever you're
Yeah,
streaming
I
with?
do.
Okay,
Uh-huh. So
mute the YouTube, the one you
I've muted it. The one on the computer, I've
okay,
muted
there
it.
you go. There you go now. There you go. Oh, it's still there.
Should
Is
I
it on
just
my
turn it
side?
off?
Is it on my side? Can you talk, Jimmy?
Hello.
Okay, go ahead,
Hello. Can you
Jimmy.
hear me?
Go ahead, tell a little bit story about who is Jimmy and the Murima's family.
Well, my when they say Mrima, Mrima is my dad, or I should say was my dad because he went to be the Lord. He passed on. Um, he was a man that loved God. He loved people. So our household was God centered. Let me put it that way. The way we lived our lives, The way, let me say, the way my parents lived their lives, because that's what we observed. They cared about people, they loved people, they welcomed people, and that's both my dad and my mom. But my dad was the preacher, my mother was his support system. So that's who the Mrimas were. He began his ministry in 1978, 1977 actually. That was before I was born. And he pastored for about a couple of years because almost, is it 11, 12 years later? Or is it 13 years later? Because he died in 1989, which is still a long time ago. But the amount of work he had done within that time was quite life changing in our country, I would say. So, yeah, that has been my family, our life.
So I don't know. I think it's on my either because now I can hear the feedback. I don't have the tab open.
The is your nini open?
Hold on. I don't have any other tab open, but I can hear the feedback.
Is it still there? I've turned mine off.
You turned yours off?
Yeah.
Oh, let me check. I don't know where I don't know where the feedback is coming from. Hmm. And I don't want to press anything so I don't mess up. Can you mute your mic real quick? Mute your mic. Let me see. Okay, can you guys hear the feedback? Can you can you hear the feedback still? Can you hear the feedback? Guys, let me know. Joyce, Valeria, I see Brian Lean in the building. Okay, so there's a tab, there's something, Jimmy, that's open that's playing feedback. So maybe when I'm talking, you can mute the mic. So we're gonna cover more because this is a long story. This is a long story. So how did you meet with how did we meet, Jimmy? Let's talk about how we met. How we met. How did we meet, Jimmy? And I didn't know we're gonna be here this time. Go ahead.
All right. I think we met in church. Must have been one of those rallies or something. And at the time, I was interested in playing music. So I was still learning how to play guitar, and I was still actively involved in church as well. So I think that is where you started to train me a little bit playing guitar. Yeah, that was around the time we met. And I'm thinking this must have been early 2000. No, late 90s, around 99, 1999, 1998, about that time.
So I remember very well.
Mhm.
Um, I was in the church basement and we were practicing, and he's like, "How do you play the barcodes of the guitar?"
Uh-huh.
And then because I used to play the barcodes, and he said, "How do you play those barcodes?" And we started talking because I used to look at you. Oh, these are the apostles' family. I can never be in the same, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we start talking, and we started like a small group playing music and stuff. Like, can you explain the journey? And then I'm gonna let you now jump into what you do.
Okay. I think we were supposed to be going on a mission because I used to play for my mother. And at the time, I could only play the open chords. So I was kind of limited in what I was doing. So I remember there was Kevin, who was playing keys at the time. Joseph, my brother, was on drums. And then myself and Joel were on guitars. That time, I think you were doing the bass guitar, but you were basically all rounded because you could play the keyboard, you could play drums, you could play. So you were kind of rotating all round, helping the guys. So at the time, I think we were preparing for a mission. Then mom asked us if we could be playing every Sunday before the main service begins. And that's how we now started jamming and meeting on Saturdays to kind of prepare and that kind of thing. Can you hear me? You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was done with my. I was done with my sentence.
So when I talk, you mute your side because I think there's somebody, something is running there on your side.
Okay.
Because when I'm talking on your side, there's like guys, don't forget smash the love heart, and then I pinned my brother Jimmy Koronge Mrima channel. Please let's take him to 1,000 subscribers. Go watch his videos. And before we go to the next point, oh yeah, it's better now. Before we go to the next point, I want Jimmy to just give one classical thing. Just play us one little thing, introduce the thing. Hey guys, remember that the student became better than the teacher. All right. He asked me the first basic codes, but my I gave him the little knowledge I had, but now he's the master, he's the doctor, he's the professor of classical guitar. And I feel so proud whenever I see Jimmy. Give us something, Jimmy. Give us something, Jimmy. Give us something, my brother. Give us something. Let's go, guys. Don't forget, Jimmy Koronga link is there. Go, let's get him to 1,000. Latoya, darling, everybody, let's give Jimmy that thing. Let's
Can you hear the instrument?
a little bit low, but you can bring it closer. We don't.
All right. So I will play a short piece by Matteo Carcassi. It's an andantino, a very simple piece in the key of C.
Classical music. This is classical music. Jimmy, let's talk about I'll never forget the day you asked me to show you some basic chords, but now you playing like another level kind of music. So what do you play in a band? What do you do? And does it pay what you do as a guitarist?
Well, I actually play in church. That's the only place where I actually get to do, other than recitals for the school. But my center is in teaching. That's what I do, and that's what pays me. So not performances, but teaching.
So are you saying you can have your child?
Mhm.
I think on your side when I talk, it's giving feedback. There's something going on your side, but do you think you would encourage your son to take the same career path like you? Because I know you went to highway. I don't know highway like. I mean, you guys were like Jimmy Joel was going to be architecture, and Joseph became a captain pilot. I
That's
still don't
Jerry.
know Jerry.
Pilot.
So, would you encourage any of your kids to follow the same career path as you? Do you feel fulfilled? Maybe does it pay? Is it fulfilling? Hey, Vibes 39 TV, thank you for coming. And please don't forget subscribe to my brother Jimmy Koronge here. And we're gonna be talking more about my journey and how Jimmy and these guys, family, they took me off when I was homeless, and there's another guy called KMS here, Kim. He can tell you the story. If he's not shy, he can come up and tell more stories. How we all three met. So actually, the way I met Kim, it was in your house. I was cooking chapatis and then Kim never forgot this chapati. Anyway, what I was asking is, Jimmy, hey Les, good to see you, sis. I hope you're doing good. Less incentive, one love, good to see you. I hope you're doing fine, Miss C. Please, Les, do me a favor. Subscribe to my brother, little brother Jimmy Koronge Mrima here. This is part of my family. If there's people that know me, my humble beginnings, my days, Jimmy will tell you more. These guys know me. These guys gave me space. This guy gave me a second chance in life, right? When nobody else thought I'd be something, they did. So, Jimmy, would you encourage your kids to follow your footsteps? Does he pay?
Now, what I would encourage my child, basically, like what my parents did for me, is to encourage whatever path they would want to follow. But this particular one, if you have the passion for it, it is a beautiful career path. It has its challenges, definitely, but it is sustainable. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's
All right.
fulfilling. For me, it is very fulfilling. It is something I love.
So it's fulfilling. You feel fulfilled when you do it.
Yes,
So are you saying it's
because
not
not
it's
only
not just about money, it's not just about fame, but doing what you love?
in fact, for me, my passion is in the teaching part. I enjoy the instrument. I love the instrument, the guitar.
Okay.
But I fulfill, yes,
All right.
teaching. That's why I'm not. Uh-huh.
So yeah, parent, if you're here and you're a parent, listen to the advice from Jimmy Mrima. And before we continue, we gotta have Jimmy give us another piece. And before he plays another piece, kindly check out the pin. I pinned his link here. Check out the pin link. Go support my brother Jimmy Koronge. And Jimmy, give us another piece. Give us another piece. Hype is up.
Such that I can see my music.
Nice, nice piece, nice piece, nice piece. So that is really good. Most of us maybe might not understand because this is classical stuff, right? So Jimmy is let me I don't want to try to make it about me, but I can you mute on your side a little bit and then I talk? So the way we met, right? I keep telling people my story about my life struggles. And I remember when we met, I had been sleeping in the church. I've been somewhere, some families, places. And your mom always used to ask people to host me. You know what I'm saying? Your mom always kept saying, "Hey, please, can you help me, this young man? Can you kindly host this young man? He's trying to get his primary school education. He's trying to do this and this and this." And I was homeless. I had no help. And then until your family took me in, and you are the reason your family actually took me in. And then I'm gonna come and talk about this Kim MS here. Hey Kim, can you drop $200 in the super chat section? We're gonna bless our guest tonight. So can you just tell us, like I tell people actually here, people think, hey, ask Menza, karibu, 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 ask Menza, Joyce Valeria. Ask Menza Just Valeria, please subscribini kwa Jimmy Koronge. Nimepinio link hapo chini. Please go subscribe to his link. Please subscribe, support him. Let's get him to 1K. Let's give him views. Let's get him monetized. He gives like he's really played nice music. But you know, it's good to give credit where credit is due. And I'm giving credit to this young man. You know, when I had given up like literally like a lot of people, Jimmy, can I just give just a short briefly story, tell like what, like when I met you, what I was already older in my mid 20s, late 20s, like I'm trying to get an education. Can you try to break it down a little bit too, because I keep telling people about my struggles. Most people think I just it's just another content I'm trying to create. You guys took me in. You gave me space in your room to sleep there when I was like, can you just break it down a little bit?
Well, what had happened was I'll begin with the perspective from where my family comes from. Now, for many years, our home had hosted very many people. And it was around the time when my dad had passed on, a lot of people had moved into our house. So our house was constantly packed. And I'm talking for years. So around the time when I was getting to meet you is just when people had moved out and we are almost left as a nuclear family. There were still a few people, but the house was not as packed as it was the previous years. So I remember when we had met, because what had happened, I think we were done with practice, and then I accompanied you to the place where you were sleeping. There was a shed where you used to live. So when I saw the house and I saw the environment that you were sleeping in, it did not look like the human being who I was interacting with. It was a sad situation to
Can
see.
you repeat, can you pull that back again, Jimmy? Because I'm trying to encourage somebody here. Repeat that.
Yes.
Hey guys, stop
So
chatting, stop, listen to what Jimmy is saying. I try to give people hope. Stop typing, listen to what Jimmy is saying. Because I want to encourage somebody who is in Saudi Arabia, somebody who is in some situation, you think there's no hope. Listen keenly what Jimmy is saying, please. Just listen keenly. Go ahead.
yeah, so I was talking about the space where you were staying at. So compared to how you portrayed yourself, because you were well put together, he was a clean guy. This guy was neat looking, dressed well, But if you saw the environment where he was sleeping, it was actually very sad. So I remember that night when I got to the house is when I got to talk to my mom. And I asked her, would you mind if we had somebody come and stay over at our place? So my mom was a little bit apprehensive because she was thinking people have just moved out. We're just about to be left by ourselves. So I remember I told her I wouldn't mind sharing my space. When he comes over, he could share my room with me. So my mom was okay, fine. If you're okay, then you do that. So after that is when I approached you to tell you about. I'm not even sure if I'm the one who did it or if it's my mother who spoke to you about it. I don't remember exactly who spoke to the other about it. But after that is when you moved in and we started sharing the quarters together.
Woo, you just brought me back, man. And I used to long for Sundays. We eat those mishikaki. The moms used to buy us mishikaki every Sunday. And uh, let me tell you, at the time when they took me in, I was trying to do my primary school education because I had no education. And mostly Joel, your brother, elder brother, used to try to teach me, like, because they were all in high school. Joel had finished, Jimmy had finished, Jerry, Joel says was still in high school, and Jerry was still in high school. And Joy had finished. Was Joy still? Kurian Chacha Kenya. Hey Ike. Hey Kurian Chacha. Mambo, mambo, mambo. Niaje Kurian Chacha. Hello everyone. Kurian Chacha, please do me a favor, Kurian Chacha. I have pinned my brother Jimmy link here. Kindly go check out Jimmy link. Jimmy Koronge Mrima. If there's anybody who knows my humble days when I was like this guy, as you heard, he's like, Mom, can you let this guy come stay with us? Eh? And then at the time, Jimmy, can you just briefly tell people what I was going through? Like, what was I doing while I'm staying? I used to walk from your house to town to do what? I was trying to get some education in my mid 20s. Like, they were younger than me, of course. Like, can you just try explain like what I was trying to do? Your brother was teaching me. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. At the time, my elder brother was in the university. I believe he was in JQuat.
Yes, he was in Jaquan.
So I think there were days when you were going to the library to do your reading, and then there's times that because he wasn't living at home, you would go and study with him at his hostel, I believe. But
Hmm.
basically, it was at the time you were doing your KCPE. That was your class 8.
Primary school, yeah.
It was primary school.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I remember mom used to encourage you a lot to get
Hmm.
those papers done. In fact, she used to push you a little bit, if I if I am not wrong, to get those
Yes.
papers to get those papers done.
Actually, your brother Joel, he's the one who asked me to apply for green card, but I couldn't
Okay.
qualify for green card because I didn't even have high school education at the time. So that made me still want to push more and more and more. And guys, hold on that thought before we come back. Jimmy is gonna play us another tune, but kindly do me a favor, go hit and subscribe to his channel. The link, I pinned the link right here. Hey guys, smash the love heart. Don't forget smash the like. I mean, I'm telling you guys. NK Tribe, how you doing? EK Bunny. Hey Bunny, thank you for coming. So these guys actually took me in my humble days when there was no hope for me. His family took me in. They took me in. This give us a piece, Jamie. I don't know how much I
All right. I'll just play a little something.
Hey, bless up. Nice piece, nice piece, nice piece, Jimmy. Jimmy, welcome mute, welcome mute. So we got Joyce Valeria. Joyce Valeria, thank you for the super chat. Bless up yourself, guys. Bless up yourself. Thank you. Please, now Omba, I'm begging you, please, less incentive, NK tribe, less Priscilla karibu na wesi hata Priscilla wa Mombasa, kuja uone watu wenye wachonyi hapa hivi. Priscilla, watu wachonyi hapa hivi. Mombasa, chonyi ndio hawa hapa. Sema chonyi. Priscilla updating TV from Coast. Karibu, karibu, karibu. Check out my brother Jimmy Koronge. Priscilla, do you know, have you ever heard of Bishop or Apostle Evans Murima? Guys, go on YouTube, search for Go Apostle Evans Murima. You will see this guy's family. There's a time their family meant to just get close to them. You're like getting close to TD Jakes, the TD Jakes of Africa. TD Jakes of Africa. And these guys, they hosted me when I was homeless, man. And I love my brother Jimmy. Because let me tell you for sure, Jimmy, my brother Jimmy, saw potential. This guy, you show like this guy, man. This guy, I see something that many other people don't see. And he was a young man. He was a few years younger than me. He saw something. And you remember when I had that little small mattress? I came and used to put it in your quarters and lie down there. And we play that music, classical music. You know what I'm saying? And here we are now. So, how do you feel, Jimmy? Because a lot of people don't celebrate. Like when you God is blessing you, most people don't celebrate because they were okay as long as you were down. They were okay as long as you still needed them. They were okay. But when now God elevates you, most people don't celebrate you because you, Jimmy, you know that you know. There's a lot of people who can come and say, yes, this is God's doing. So how do you feel? Like me, I'm proud. I see you're a master of music. But how do you feel seeing this guy, your brother from another mother, who was living in like very bad condition, that but now God has blessed me? Because you can't explain, Jim. It's only God. How does it make
Yeah.
you feel?
It makes me feel good, genuinely. I am happy for you, but I will be honest, I am not surprised that you have turned out the way you have.
Hmm.
I mean, it was always in you to make it in life. So it
Hmm.
was just a condition you were in, but for sure it was visible, man. It was just visible that
So
stuff was going to
what
happen.
made you see? What made you see what other people didn't see?
I don't know. And I don't know that other people didn't see it either. So I can't say that I saw it and other people. It's just that I tend to be moved to see people succeed. That's my nature. I enjoy seeing people succeed. So but I always saw that you could
You
make
know, I
it.
really want to appreciate you, man, because um maybe you can mute when I'm talking to because there's a feedback. So if you never gave, if you never asked mama to do that, we call her mama, of course. I don't think I'll be where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, mama had referred me to other families, and and I don't think if you didn't ask your mom to give me another second chance, I don't think I would have been able to do everything I did, finish my studies, do all this, and then end up where I am. But the best thing about it, Jimmy, out of everybody, literally everybody, you know, when I say everybody, it's everybody, because we did ministry. Out of all the people, it's only you who keeps in touch and celebrate the blessings and the success of God. What would you say to people who don't want to celebrate when they see you getting? blessed or when they see you progressing in life. Like, oh, why is he like you feel like you help this dude and then at the same time they're getting more and like, like what? Like, you know what I don't know, weevil. Like, what would you say to people who like bad mind like that?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think people are in different places in life. So it's difficult to tell people what to do. But I'd encourage people just generally to, life is short to begin with. Life is super short. So if we spend time in competition, uh, pulling each other down, it's very draining to begin with. So it's important to enjoy little victories, not just of yourself, even of other people. When you see somebody uh, reach a milestone, just applaud them or something. I think it's just important, even for your own peace of mind, just to celebrate people. Yeah.
I like two things you said. Life is short, and at the same time, trying to compete all the time with people, it's draining. It's draining, and it's bad for mental health. It's bad for everything, right? So, guys, before I need to come back and read the chat, before I Jimmy gives us another piece, guys, check out my brother Jimmy Koronge. This is a reunion. Check out Jimmy Koronge Mrima. There's a link right there. Let's subscribe to this channel. Let's get it to 1,000. Let's get to more 1,000. We need to get my brother monetized. We need to get him to one. He's already. Let's get it. And be Jimmy, do you have another piece you want to play for us? I can't hear him.
I'm saying this one, a very short song
Mhm.
written by my mother. So I want this one, I want
Oh,
to sing. It
which
is
one is
in,
that? We can sing. We
you
are
don't
the
know,
people.
it's not that one, but we could do
Mhm.
that one. There's another one, my mother wrote it in Swahili,
Mhm.
and I love it. One of the last songs she did before she went to be with the Lord.
Yeah.
So I like the message that it brings. Um,
Mhm.
it says, let me sing it and then I'll translate it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, guys, let's listen.
Singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singesimama. Mawimbi yalipopiga adui akasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga akanipa ushindi. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singesimama. Mawimbi yalipopiga adui akasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga mwema akanipa ushindi. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, ni
Yeah, pull it up,
Yesu.
Jimmy. Jimmy, one more time.
Yesu tu anaweza, singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singesimama, mawimbi yalipopiga adui akasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga akanipa ushindi. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. So the song talks the storms. It says that I wouldn't have been able to overcome the storms if it had not been for Jesus. So Yesu means it's Jesus.
Continue, Jimmy. Continue, Jimmy. Go on. Let me. We gotta pull that back. Let me continue talking, but let me tune my guitar. What key are you singing in? Una sing uko kwa key gani?
So I think Niko Kakiasi.
Uko C. Okay, endelea kuimba and continue entertaining. Talk to the chat.
Alright. Singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singesimama, mawimbi yalipopiga kasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga akanipa ushindi. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. 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 Singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singalipopiga. Bwana Yesu mchunga mwema akanipa ushindi. Na ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, kweli ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza.
Wow, nice tune, nice tune, nice tune. Blessing. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu. That sounds so much like Mama. Sounds so much like Mama.
Beautiful music. She wrote
It's
beautiful songs.
beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's another popular song that your dad wrote. Most people don't know. Sikiza ndugu, Neno lasema uliza vyote vitapata. Umeomba nini kwa baba yako akakunyima, ndipo wenda kwa shetani. Sasa imekuwaje ndugu? Hebu cheza cheza, Jimmy, cheza cheza.
Let me see if I remember. Yeah, that's an old one.
It's an old one.
Sikiza ndugu,
Sikiza ndugu, neno lasema
uliza vyote na utapata.
utapata.
Umeomba
Umeomba
nini
nini
kwa
kwa
baba
baba?
yako akakunyima, ndipo kwa shetani we. In the key of G.
G.
Sasa imekuwaje, ndugu yangu, umeshindwa tena, warudi nyuma, nalo neno I forgot those words.
Na
Shime
iwe
ziwe tayari
tayari kumshinda mwovu sheitani.
kubaini
Hey!
simu za kiroho kila siku. Sikiza ndugu, neno lasema, uliza vyote na utapata. Umeomba nini kwa baba yako akakunyima, kwa shetani. Sasa imekuwaje, ndugu yangu, umeona warudi nyuma, na kuwa tayari kumshinda kila siku.
Hey! Eh.
That's a old.
What a blessed Sabbath. Blessed, 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 man. Blessing. Hey, Barry, walking exercise. I see you there in the building. Dollar each. What a blessed Sabbath. Thank you, host. And Jimmy. Please, guys, subscribe to Jimmy Koronge Mrima. We're gonna do a story one of these days. We're gonna talk about his dad, man. We're gonna talk about his dad. Please go subscribe to my brother Jimmy Koronge Mrima. If this guy never pleaded with her mom to give me a home, to give me shelter, I would not be where I am today. So I have a lot of respect for this young dude. He saw something that a lot of people never saw. And I'm going to talk about somebody else here in the building. I see Jerry Kimani in the building. Kindly, Jerry Kimani. Jerry Kimani, are you just waking up? Please subscribe to Jimmy Murima, my brother here, my little bro, Jimmy Murima. You know, this is one guy I can say for sure. He's never been jealous. He's never been jealous. God blessing me. He's never felt hatred for God taking me to where I am today. Out of everybody who knew my humble bad, like he never felt envious or he never despised or looked down on me. He still keeps in check. He still keeps in touch. He still checks me out, and that's why I brought him here. So, guys, basically, let me tell you something. When I met Jimmy, I used to play. When I say barcodes, these are the barcodes here. These are the barcodes. You see these barcodes? I used to play the guitar, barcodes, barcodes, barcodes. And Jimmy say, Emilio, or they call me Emilio, can you show me how to play the barcodes? You know, like, okay, you're the son of the great Apostle Evans Murima, who was also a musician, and you had all these band members. How can I be like he was like big musician? How can I show him? And then I just did my simple thing, and now I'd have to go for lessons from my I would have to go to Jimmy for him to teach me. Jimmy, he's called Jimmy. Jimmy. Anwa Ora, thank you, sis. Please kindly subscribe to Jimmy Murima. And if you're from Kenya, please Google and search for Mrima, Apostle Evans Mrima, the late Apostle Evans Mrima. He is the founder of one of the greatest ministry, Gospel Outreach. He brought the movement of God in Kenya. I will tell you, like all the ministers that you know, Pius Moiro, Evangelist Werimo, Alan Kiuna, all these big people you know in Kenya, they sat under the ministry of his father right here. They sat under his ministry, Apostle Muzomba, all these big preachers, you know, they sat under the ministry of this guy's dad, all right? Gospel Outreach, the founder of Gospel Outreach, and we will talk more about that, the experiences and everything. Guys, oh, Jamie, I'm from UK. Hey, Jamie, thank you for coming. Jamie, I don't know if you know Jimmy Morima. Kindly subscribe to his channel. Jerry, please do me a favor and subscribe to his channel. Latoya, let's do that thing. Anma Ora, I see you. Anma Ora in the building. Please kindly connect to Jimmy Morima. So if there's actually somebody who knows me, it's Jimmy Morima, this guy. Jimmy knows me. Jimmy here, he's here. He knows me like, you know, he had me sleep in his quarters, share in his quarter with my little small 2-inch mattress there. I used to cook for these guys' family. I used to stay with them. They were teaching me because I needed to do my education. So subscribe to Jimmy. Let me promote Jimmy. Let me promote my brother Jimmy Murima. Subscribe to his channel. Let's get him to 1K. We need to get him for WH. He plays classical music. I can't play classical. The student became the master, the teacher, the PhD, check his channel out. And the music he plays there, he does most of the time his own music. So play, subscribe to his channel. And maybe he can allow some of you to play background, some of his music. We can talk about that another time. So, guys, go subscribe to my brother Jimmy Koronget's channel there. Jimmy, you have another song. You want to go? We are the people. I will never forget because your mama, of course, I call her mama. She wrote that song at World Evangelism Conference. That's when she wrote the song.
Yes.
We are the people. Okay, let's give us that one. Let's
We'll do it in the key of C. So we are the people. Let's see.
go D.
Called to
Okay.
shine the world. C. C.
Mhm.
We
We
are the
are the people.
called to shine the world to see. We are the people, friends. God is counting. Jesus is waiting to hear some because he is the answer, the way, the truth, the life. All Christian soldiers rise up together, stand right in God and pray. He'll prove himself. We are the people that are called to shine the world to see. We are the people, friends, God is counting on. Jesus is waiting to hear someone calling because he's the answer, the way, the truth, the life. All Christian soldiers rise up together, stand right in God and pray. He'll prove himself. We are, we are the people that are called to shine the world. We are the people, friends. God is counting on. We are the people that are called to shine the world to see. We are the friends. God is counting on. Friends, God is counting on. Friends, God is counting.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Nice, nice, nice. Bless up yourself, Jimmy, man. And I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, that takes me back
Uh,
way, way, way back. Mhm.
I know. Every time I sing that song, man, like it takes me back when we were young, you know. We are the people. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it was beautiful, man. I miss Mama. I miss Bishop. You know, like let me just simply say this: when your dad used to preach the gospel that God is building an army for world evangelism, at the time I was homeless. I was in Magare, and your dad was preaching at there's a ground in the slum used to be called Kanu, see? And I was there in the crusade. I will never forget that day. There was this white guy who came and he had his eye had like busted out, like something pricked his eye and he couldn't see. And your dad prayed for him, and that eye started seeing. You understand? Like he was blind on one eye. I was there in that crusade as a small kid. He couldn't see. I was there. Could see his eyes all jacked up. There was no technology. There was nothing those days. And your dad laid his hand on this white man, an American. He prayed for him. And they closed his right good eye and they asked him to read with the eye that couldn't see. And the guy could see. And then your dad prayed for this guy called Joseph Mwangi from mental hospital. He was crazy in the street. Your father prayed for him. By the time he was done, this guy was back to his senses. And I lived with this guy in the same house. Okay. When that Bishop Macharia took me, this guy, the crazy man from the slum, he was right in his senses. I saw God use your dad to perform miracles. I know you were young those days, but I did know that one day I'm gonna meet you guys. I did know that one day I'm gonna live with you guys. You understand? So because I had this gospel from somebody else who was under your dad, and then his ministry through somebody else reached to me, and eventually I ended up with his family. I didn't know that this bishop who was preaching in the ghettos many years later, I'm gonna be living with you guys. Okay, let me see. We got Jerry Kimani, Anma Ora giving love heart. Anma Ora, bless up SM Jerry Kimani. As you please kindly go subscribe to my Jimmy Murima, my brother. I consider him my little brother because I literally lived with this guy. This guy literally got me off from very bad place, and they gave me a second chance. So, guys, subscribe to his channel. Let's support him. Let's get him to 1,000. Joyce Valeria saying like, and subscribe to Jimmy. Let's get Jimmy. Let's subscribe, guys. If you love classical music, Jimmy will give you permission to use his music to play classical. You can promote all you need. Maybe Jimmy, is that okay? Jimmy, can they use your music and they play the music? But make sure you give him
That,
credit. We're gonna make up something where Jimmy can give you maybe permission. You can use his music as a background when you're doing your silent live stream for WH. He can let you play some of his classical music. But the thing is, you have to give credit to Jimmy when you do use his music. You gotta play and add his name there and say, give credit to Jimmy Koronge Murima. You add his link, tell people to go subscribe to his link. But I think my brother here, he can allow you maybe to use some of his music. You can play it for when you're doing your silent videos, silent meditation videos. He can do that. Go subscribe. He's a very good teacher in music. He plays everything, instruments. So go check him out. Subscribe to my brother, Jimmy. If you ever want music, go check out Jimmy Mrima. And then Jerry said, JD, I know how stressed you are, Hans, but I'll be back next week. Anyway, JD is here, son. Yes, yes, yes. This is the son of the late Bishop Murima. Yes, yes. Jimmy, somebody is asking. Anyway, JD knows the late Bishop Murima. Yes, that's the son. Jimmy, talk to JD. JD is asking whether you're the one. You see, there's now I know, JD, you fear and you love God. You see, you if you know the late Evans Murima, you know this guy here, Apostle Evans Murima. This is the son right here, JD. His dad was a friend to Bishop Joshua Molinga is his uncle. Wait, JD, we are both gospel outreach. Joshua Molinge is personal friend of mine. I work with Joshua Molinge, and Joshua Molinge is his uncle. So she knows Joshua Molinge. JD, this is Joshua Molinge is married to your aunt, right? Your mom's sister. So this is
No,
Joshua Molinge's
no,
family. Where JD subscribe, and tell Pastor Joshua Molinge you found his. Jerry Ike just wants niokoke aki. Sasa he's with these wonderful melodies. Kuja, Jimmy, we're gonna pray for you. Jimmy will pray for you. Come here, and Jerry, we're gonna pray for you. So, anyway, JD, this is the son of the late Bishop Evans Morima, the founder of Gospel Outreach. Even Joshua Molinge is the uncle, and we work with Joshua Molinge. Like we literally, I mean, we are gospel outreach, before anything else changed. Hey, humble girl, how are you doing, humble girl? Welcome, welcome. Please, humble girl, do me a favor, connect to my brother here, Jimmy Muringa, please. Jimmy Murima. Connect, humble girl, welcome. Good to see you. Meet my brother, Jimmy Murima here. It's my real bro. Like, we might have different mother. Alma Ora, let me give you a jacket. Alma Ora. Yeah, JD, uko wapi JD? Unataka kuokoka ticha na nani? Guys, connect to my brother Jamie Murima here, guys. Connect. And all of you, those 66 people watching in the bush, please don't forget to smash the like. Please subscribe. Okay, Jerry, subscribe to your channel, Jimmy, and return Susie Global Blessing. So, guys, there's a love heart here. Please, guys, there's a love heart on the side. You see this love heart? If you like the vibe, love heart. If you want us to do more with Jimmy, you want a Jimmy, we're gonna do live stream at Jimmy's live stream. Kindly, guys, smash the love heart here. There's a love heart. If you love me, you like Jimmy, you like the vibe. Here. Love, 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 and hit the subscription button. Support my brother Jimmy. Subscribe. So, Jimmy, what you want to tell JD? JD knows Pastor Joshua Molingi.
ah, yeah, Pastor Joshua Mlinge is my uncle, married to my mother's sister. That is how we are related.
JD Kuja, come here, JD. You know Pastor Joshua Molingi. Jimmy is a true brother. Thanks and God bless you. Yes, this guy pleaded with his mom. Mom, please, let's give a chance to this guy. And here I am today. Here I am today. And he's my bishop. JD, I used to work with Bishop Molinge, Joshua Molinge. And Jimmy is, as he told you. Unaweza hitaji what can you call it? Like he's married to your aunt,
I'm his.
uncle in
No, he's
law.
my. Ataniita nephew. I'm his nephew.
Yes. So JD, yeah, go say hello to Bishop Molinge. Tell him you saw Emilio and Jimmy. Angalia super chat. Go Jimmy. Kim. Kilimanjaro. So okay, is my bishop his wife Eunice with the children Stephen Sham. Man, those are all my kids, man. Those are all my children. Those are Jimmy's cousins and nephew. Jimmy's cousins, right? Those are Jimmy's cousins.
Those are my
JD,
cousins.
JD, JD. Those are his cousins. JD, uko wapi JD? Those are Jimmy's cousins, first cousins. Thank you, Jimmy Koronge. Ati nani amejishindia co-host? Jimmy, sasa kuna watu wanataka kupigania sasa Jimmy. We, watu wanasema nani amejishindia co-host? JD, Shama, all those kids, they're his cousins here.
Cousins.
And then
Cousins.
they're cousins, and then those kids, I babered some of them when they were in Sunday school. Like what you remember Jimmy when they were small, Sunday school, you babered them when they were little kids in Sunday school. Our daughter nimewabeba JD. Kuja, welcome back JD. Jimmy, watu wanakupata sasa, we ni anko wa JD sasa wewe. Now I love Jimmy. Jimmy, now you got somebody called JD. Love JD, go subscribe to his channel. And George Valeria, thanks once again, Kim. Be blessed. Kim, Baraka, Baraka. Thank you for the blessing. And Anwa Ora, be careful. Oh, and good to hear. I will promote his channel next week. Please promote. Let's get him to 1K, JD. You know how we do it. Subscribe, watch. Hey, guys, please don't be stingy with the love heart, man. Jimmy, I think we'll do live stream next time to tafanya na stream here so people can see you better. Okay? So I can put you on solo layout. This one you can't do it. So we gotta do the stream here next time. And then EK already, guys, there's a love heart here. There's a love heart. There's a love heart. There's a love heart. Please, love, love. Don't be stingy. We are not asking for money. We're just asking for the love heart. 100%, 100%, you know. As Mama used to call us, Mama used to call us makoroboi wangu hawa.
Makoroboi wake.
Mama used to call us makoroboi. You look like Michael Jackson. Jimmy, you look like a Michael Jackson. No, sir. Subite. Oh my God, you look like Michael Jackson, Jimmy. Watch out. Oh Lord. And then I'm loving. JD is loving. And father and son, bless up yourself all the way from Jamaica and everyone in the chat. And I'm a but bro, see you get pin apple. Micah JD. Jimmy, drop your link again. I just wanted to pin link here, Nani, JD. But bro, father and son, lots of blessings, greetings from Watcha. We got Poland in the building. Poland, big up yourself. Thank you for coming. Poland CB Tech 9. Godly. How do you say this? Sion, CB Tech 9. How do you say? Jimmy, how do you say that name? Let me pin Jimmy one more time. Go subscribe to my brother's channel. Subscribe to his channel, guys. Lo, listen to me. I would not be a software engineer today if it wasn't for this guy. This guy knows my struggle when I was suffering, struggling to try and get my education. This guy, you know, there's a script. I know, you know, the Bible, Jesus said, the last day of the judgment seat of God. Some people will say to him, because he will cast some people out and say, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. You wicked, and he will separate the goat from the sheep. And some people will ask him, but Lord, But we preached your name. We raised the dead in your name. We did ABCD in your name. We were big televangelists. Thousands of people got saved in your name. But Jesus will tell them this: depart from me, you workers of iniquities, because it's not about what you did to the great. It's not what you did in big crusades. It's not what you did for fame. It's not what you did like some people here, they have even platinum members because they're celebrities. But depart from me, not because you didn't preach my name. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquities, because what you did to the least of my brethren, what you did to that homeless Ike, Emilio, Jimmy, when I was there, what you did to that poor guy, you will be rewarded. Jesus will tell them, depart from me, because of whatsoever you did to the poor, whatsoever you did to the homeless, whatsoever you did to these, you did it to me. I want you to realize this. It doesn't matter what kind of gospel you preach. It doesn't matter if you go to church. It doesn't matter whether you speak in tongues of angels. It doesn't matter what. If you despise the people who are down there, despise the humble, despise the poor, Jesus said, you did it to me. And in the book of James, the scripture say, some people hosted angels without knowing. The angels came in their house without knowing this is an angel, because maybe they came in a form of poor man. They came in a form of poor lady. They came to you, but you despise them, not knowing you're despising your blessing. You're despising him. You're despising an angel. Maybe God has sent to be a blessing to your life. Am I preaching, Jimmy? And then listen, I'm going to stop this. In the book of when just before Abraham, the angels of God appeared to him. They were trusting God for a baby. Abraham, Sarah had tried different tricks. Abraham, get my house girl. Maybe God wants you to give me a child with this house girl. Trying to get his shortcut. But God sent angels, total strangers, to visit Abraham. Total strangers. And he welcomed in the strangers. Not knowing as he welcomed them in, he was actually welcoming his blessing. You understand? So sometimes don't despise people like Jimmy. Let's say Jimmy will not be here, Jimmy, if you despise me. Would we be here? Did you ever think in a million times this poor boy from the hood one day will be doing a live stream? You did know. But just because you believed and saw something, you you see, sometimes God doesn't have to come speak to you through the Bible says, still small voice. God can through you. And here I am today. I'm making a lot of noise on YouTube because God, you allow God. That's still small. It was God. It wasn't you, Jimmy. It wasn't you. It was God saying, Mama, please, let's have this guy. Please. And I'm going to talk about that next. Why maybe mom was a little bit careful not to just let, because we'll talk about that maybe next time. Why maybe mom was very careful about that. But still, you convince your mom. He can come and share with me. It don't matter. He can sleep on the floor or whatever. But here we are. Here we are, Jimmy. Here we are. So, guys, today is Sabbath for most of you. Bless up yourself. If you don't hear another sermon tomorrow, this is it. Be careful how you treat people who are in their humble beginnings. Do not despise people in their humble days. Do not despise people in their humble beginnings. You understand? Do not, because a day will come. The first shall be the last. Now I'm starting to go in the spirit. I sound like that, right? A day will come. That's how dad used to preach. Praise the name of the living God. Never look down on your brother because they might be down, but they will not be down forever. Bless up yourself. And here we are today. and praise the name of the living God. Blessed be safe. And Jimmy, you might just get me back to church again.
Kwanza
Okay,
mimi
Jimmy,
nimesema
go
praise
ahead. Give us a song. Give us a song, Jimmy. Give us a song. The guys, don't forget, smash the love heart. And let's go. And Jimmy, give us another.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Remember that one, Emilio? Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. In the key of G. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Alam, mbona umestop?
Leo umeniweka sana under pressure to sing. I can't hear you, Emilio.
Oh, yeah. Uh, I'm trying to find a way I can ask this. Um, why you not? Because I know, like, TD Jakes, right? He's about to hand over his ministry to his daughter. So why didn't you take over ministry to be like, like do ministry, like be a pastor, evangelist, or whatever? Why didn't you pick it up?
Wow, I think it's a good question. That's a very good question. The truth is, when Dad began his ministry, he heard from God because I've listened to his testimony, and he says he heard from God. So it wasn't just his love for being in ministry, but he was on a mission.
Yeah.
Now, I love the Lord, but I have not heard from God.
Oh, I
I,
like
I,
that. I like that.
I just love the Lord. I want to serve God in the way that I know how, but I have not heard from Him to be a preacher. Mm.
Amen. Because you know why I asked you that question, Jimmy?
Uh-huh.
Maybe mute when I'm saying Nazami. So why I asked you the question, because I'm here in the United States and I've seen couple big ministry, and I'm starting to question myself. Are these ministries or these business empires, right? Because I'm like, okay, you giving your child, your son, your daughter to take over ministry, but are they called? Or are you just trying to protect? And then we'll talk about the gospel outreach one day. Will are they called, or are you just doing it to protect your hard work, your like what you have acquired through preaching the gospel? And then there's actually one of my home church I used to go to. This pastor retired. It's a big ministry, and he ordained his son to be in charge of the ministry. The guy was doing drugs. The guy hooked up in drugs and doing all kinds of things in the background. And then eventually, what you do in secret will come out, right? So I started asking myself, gospel outreach. Let me tell you, you guys don't know gospel outreach. Jimmy was small. Bishop Evans Mrima had his dad. He's actually one of the first men of God to introduce like real live band music in the church, like full band, keyboard, instrumentalist, saxophone. Used to be bad revival flames, and a lot of people were against it. Oh, why are you bringing these to secular stuff in the world? And he started a movement. Gospel outreach. The first service used to be 6 a.m. in the morning. Those days, your dad. 6 a.m. until 8 a.m., we are still in church. On Monday, people are there, full like this. Monday to Friday, Saturday, church was always full when the dad was doing ministry. Like he had so much favor, power of God upon his life. He was a true man of God. The only man of God I can tell you who never embezzled church money. Okay. We're gonna talk about that. By the time dad died, you guys didn't even have a house, right? Remember, if your dad was into money, seeds of 310, he could have taken advantage of. He had international people. He could have taken advantage. Go live in Runda, go like Reef guy. Go live everywhere. But your dad never touched a single coin from the church to build himself or even his family. Am I lying?
That's the truth. My dad. Okay, what I will say is because I watched him, I observed how he lived his life. Dad genuinely loved God and loved people. So I think he spent most of his time in ministry, be it at home. I mean, even for us, we were we were congregants in the house. So he introduced me to God, and that was our life. Everything was so God centered, and it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a nightmare kind of life. It was actually a beautiful, simple life. He was a very simple guy, very simple, but he genuinely loved God and people. So that was his life. He lived towards heaven. I'll say he lived towards heaven. That's how he lived.
Mhm. So
Mm.
let me say, by the time your dad passed on, his congregation all over the country was maybe over 100,000. Gospel outreach was all over East Africa, right? It was like a big, huge ministry, but your dad never even owned a car. Do you know that? Your dad used to borrow church members' car to even drive around. Do you know your dad never owned a car? Yet his congregation was over 100,000 church members, ministers, international. Do you know your dad didn't even like have a car by the time he was resting? He never embezzled, never touched church money. He never built mansions, nothing. Like literally nothing. Your dad could give somebody his suits, like the band. He would like literally bless the young people with his clothes. That's how your dad was. I don't think if you know that. And then there's a time he was coming from the airport and they saw your dad in a Mercedes Benz. And the media went crazy, like, oh, embezzling. They didn't know that that wasn't his car. And people start saying he's taking church money. And I remember he told the church members, God called me and God gave me the vision to build this ministry in wild evangelism. If it is God who called me, no giving offering, no giving tithe. If God is the founder of this ministry, God will sustain it. And he said, no more. He's, he stopped people from giving, offering. And people are coming to plead, please, man of God. Because He never touched church money. He never deceived people, give this and God will do this. He never said 310 and this. That's the only man of God that I know up to date who never benefited himself with any money from the church. Can I speak more a little bit about it, Jimmy? With your permission.
Sure, 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 sure.
So by the time his Jimmy Mrima dad passed on, I know we were waiting for him to come in a province in a parish to come and do some transition in ministry, and then we got the news. We had as a ministry come later to try and raise funds to get a house for this great man of God who has influence all over the world with hundred thousands and thousands of people all over Africa, Europe. We He didn't own a home for the family. He didn't even have a house. He could have done that. Your dad could have used church money, build a home in Modiger, anywhere. He could have did, but he never used church money to profit himself or even his family. True or false?
That's true. That's true. By the time he was dying, okay, what I find interesting, you said that he used to give his clothes to young people. What sometimes we forget is that he was also a young man. Because remember, when he died, he was only 39 years old. People think he was an old man, but he was actually a very young guy. But I believe that he still had in his mind some time to live. Nobody is expecting to die at that age. So I'm sure he had dreams, he had wishes, visions for even his family. But I think, in my opinion, I feel that God had done what he needed to do with him, which was the impact that he had on the Christians that he met and that he influenced. I think that was the bigger thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if he lived longer, things would have turned haywire. I don't know. But I believe God must have felt that the work was done. But for sure, yeah, he did not profit in any way, shape, or form.
But don't you think he could have done it though? Like the ministry was big, man. The ministry was really huge. Don't you think he could have done it? But he never did.
If yeah, if that was his, if that was his ambition to grow himself, he would have. But I think when you have an encounter with God, it's very difficult your man speak to you about what will profit you. So
Hmm.
for sure, because of his experience, his encounter, like I told you, he was a guy who lived on a mission.
Hmm.
Yeah, his life was on a mission.
Okay, guys, go subscribe to my brother Jimmy here. And we're gonna be winding up in the next few minutes. Jimmy, we're gonna be winding up in the next 20 minutes. Oh, go subscribe to his channel, guys. I think we can do a live stream either in his. We need to do another one more live stream, and we can bring come in, sing. I hope you shared with Jimmy, Joe, Joseph, Jerry, and Joy, and huh?
Things, eh?
Share with them. We
Yes, I
gotta do
shared with
this.
my.
We gotta take your dad's mission. Maybe God is gonna use me to turn me around. Because Jimmy, we gotta talk about trauma next time because I hate ministry. I hate when I see a pastor. I don't know. I don't like those things. I got bad trauma. We gotta talk about that. If you're comfortable, let's talk. It's good to talk. It's good to talk,
Sure,
man.
sure.
Yeah,
So
because me, I've been traumatized by these names, these pastors, bishop, these I hate. They say, oh, Emilio Ministry International. I hate hearing those things because I have bad trauma. I don't know. We can talk about it as like off the line, and we can come up with something. Because there's some of us we don't want to do ministry because of the experiences in ministry, hypocrisy in ministry, fake people in ministry that make you feel like, what is this? You know? So maybe we'll follow up. We'll do some follow up later. We still got 20 minutes. I'm gonna let you let's do some more singing. Look like people want you to sing. I wish I could put you on solo layout, man. Let me see if there's a way I can put you on solo layout. I wish I could put you on solo layout. Okay, guys, we're gonna end in 20. Let's have Jimmy come and sing for us.
can I do the Singeweza Mimi again?
Yeah, let's go.
Singeweza mimi bila Mwokozi Yesu, kama sikumjua kamwe singesimama. Mawimbi yalipopiga adui akasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga mwema akangeweza mimi kumjua kamwe singesimama. Mawimbi yalipopiga adui akasimama. Bwana Yesu mchunga aka ushindi ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Ni Yesu, ni Yesu tu anaweza. Yesu, Yesu,
Let's go one more time. Ningekuwa.
Yesu, mimi ila kama si ama akanipa ushindi. Mawimbi yalipopiga akanipa ushindi. Yesu, Yesu,
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir.
my mama, my
That
mama.
special tribute. That special tribute to Mama. Jimmy, we need to record that and have tribute for Mom. We need to have special tribute for Mama and have the music. We gotta have his mom So that song written by Jimmy Morima's mommy, you know. So bless up herself, may God rest her soul in peace. So Jimmy, I'm gonna put you up here. Sell yourself, bro. Sell yourself now. It's your time. It's your time, brother. Sell, just go freestyle now. All you, bro. Go.
Grateful that you have had me on your platform. I am proud of who you are. I appreciate you as a person. Just having met you and having known you, I am grateful for that. Now, for my channel, because I post a lot of personal stuff. So it is my music, a lot of classical music that I play, which I also teach. So that's what I post on my channel. And alongside that, videos that are messages of my father preaching. So those are primarily what I do with my channel. So I would appreciate if guys would subscribe, like, share, and follow. That would be, I'd be grateful for that. Thank you again, Emilio.
Appreciate you, man. Jimmy, I need to thank you, bro. I need to thank you, man. Like, I need to thank you because, man, I would never forget, man, when you got me and you had me stay with you guys, man. I really had no hope in life, bro. Jimmy, you know. You remember when we were coming to Mombasa Crusade and we had that accident, right? And the car we were traveling in as a band was totaled out, like completely. Everybody went to their home. I was sleeping in the church basement because I had no home at the time. And we would not be here, Jimmy, if you didn't plead with your mom to have me stay with you guys. No, you think about it, it comes around. When I had your dad preach when I was a kid, homeless kid in Magare, I didn't know one day I'm gonna meet you. I didn't know one day we're gonna do this live stream, and here we are. It all goes back to your dad listening to God's call. You understand? It goes back to I am here because your dad listened to the voice of God. I didn't know many years later I'm gonna come and you guys gonna take me in and here we are, Jimmy. I think it's about time. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's God's will. Maybe you're about to fulfill your dad's wishes and missions. You know, we don't know. And it's not like those old days. The Bible says. The Bible says. The Bible says. Shaka ba 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 ba. The Bible says. No, 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 no. We already preached here right now. You know, we've already preached, right? We've already preached to somebody. We don't have to. The Bible. Wow. You don't. We've already preached the gospel here because he listened to God. I had the gospel and everything many years down the line here where and I just want to appreciate you. You don't need to appreciate me. I need to appreciate you. May God rest Mama's soul in peace in heaven for listening to your call, Mama. I know Mom would be proud to see us here right now. I wish we did this, man, before, but God knows better. Um, bless up your family, your brother, your elder brother, Joel Murima. Shout out to you. You're the second born. Shout out to Joy Murima. She's the second born. And shout out to Joseph. Shout out to yourself. And shout out to Jerry, the last born. Shout out to Val Kimeria. Please let Val Kimeria know we did this. Val Kimeria, shout out to yourself. And let's shout out to Charles Chalo, all the way in Germany. Shout out to yourself. You gotta share this with Charles, yeah? We gotta do this. Makorobo Iwamama. Kevin, big architecture. Kevin is a big architect, right? In South Africa. Shout out to yourself, Kevin. Big up yourself. You know, Kevin used to walk all the way from Italy to come for practice those days, you know. Bless up yourself. And we come from far, man. And Jimmy, I am the one to thank you. I'm the one to thank you, bro. I'm the one to thank you. And thank you for believing in me. Maybe God has sent you my way again. So I need to come back to his stories are Kanisa, me, I know. His stories are church, my friend. It's church business, man. Anyway, Jimmy, you got 10 minutes. Give us classicals and then we're gonna end. All you now. Give us Jimmy.
I am.
And don't forget, go subscribe to Bravo, bravo, bravo. Nice piece. Nice piece. Can you play something Spanish? Spanish guitar, something, anything Spanish. Classical Spanish. Let's go. Arriba! Arriba, arriba! Hey guys, Alma Ora, Latoya, Dali, Jerry Kimani, please go subscribe to my brother's channel. Let's do the thing we do. Bless him. We do those extra things. We gotta get him the WH he needs. We gotta get you the watch hours. And I think Jimmy, next time we will do with StreamYard so I can put you on solo layout. You see, I have a green screen right now, but because I'm using this vertical. I can be able to change my background. But thank you for coming. We still got 6 minutes to go. And I don't know what do you want to talk. You can read the chat, talk to these people in the chat. There's Jerry Kimani. Jerry Kimani does a lot of intimacy. She gives counseling mostly to do with bedroom stuff, intimacy stuff. Yeah, so Jerry Money does that. Amaora also is Latoya Dali is Jamaican. She does a lot of grow stream to grow channels. They help people to get subscribers. They help people to get like watch time, watch hours to get monetized. And then I saw somebody else, Dala Incha. Wow, saying wow, that song is I love it. I think Kim Manjao left already. NK Tribe. Who is NK? Who is NK Tribe? There's somebody using a ninja. Whenever you hear people saying ninja, they're using a different account. Going to pin now. NK Tribe is going to your channel, Jimmy. Yeah, so guys, check out my brother. And uh, he said you can actually use some of his music, but give credit to his channel, right? Like he plays original classic song. Dala Inch said, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And Kim MS, I missed what you said. Kim, I gave you the link. Come here, brother. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Jimmy, let me explain. Let me explain how I met Kim. Oh, let me let you explain. Dala, thank you, Jimmy Koronge. People saying thank you, Jimmy Koronge. That's my brother, Jimmy, young brother. But now, Barry, blessings, Jimmy. Barry, walking exercise for your health. Jimmy, you got blessings from Barry walking. Actually, remember Smith? We go. I think Smith. Somebody used to be from Florida, and Jimmy Barry walking is watching you from Florida. They're connecting to you, and Dala Incha. I don't know Dala Incha you're watching from, but bless up yourself. So the way I met this guy here, K Kim Kim M Dollar. Ebu ambia Kim atupatie $1,000. Mwambie ache mchezo. Tupatie pesa zika nini. Kim kuja hapa.
Asante. Kama amefanya kwa asante sana.
Kim kuja hapo. We ni billionaire. We billionaire kuja hapa Kim. You're a billionaire. Come here. Give us $1,000, man. We go eat with GB. By the way I met this guy, Kim, this is another guy who knows me real life. Kim comes to my house here. We eat nyama choma. But if it wasn't for Jimmy, I would never have met this guy called Kim here. So the way I met Kim here, Kim is also comes from a family where the mom is a big preacher in Kenya, very famous preacher also in Kenya. And I used to be, that time I was living with Jimmy and the family, and I'll have to cook. And that day, Jimmy's mom told me they have guests coming. And other than Mama, I'm the only one who could cook chapati because none of you could cook chapos. Other than mom and myself, so mom told me she has guests, so I decided to cook chapatis. Jimmy can tell you, chapati is the most favorite meal you have. Every lady has to know how to cook. Chapati. People need these days they don't give chapati respect. But those days, for somebody to cook for you chapati, you're a really good guest. You're honored highly. So I was in the kitchen cooking. I cooked chapati, I prepared the meal, and then I think Joey served the meal if I'm not wrong, or somebody. And then they like, wow. And then Mama called me, Kim, Kim with a super chat. Kim with a super chat. Yeah, we'll do this. We gotta get Jimmy and Pesa to nunua kachai ka Jimmy. So that day I was in the kitchen cooking for the guests, and then your mom called me because she's like, oh, because Mama was sitting with them, so the guests were wondering who's cooking, who's doing the cooking, because Mama was sitting with them the whole time, the living room, and the rest, the other the brothers were up here. Of course, we were back. We were playing your guitar. So I was there cooking, and mom was like, Kim's mom was like, "Who's cooking this?" Like, because you didn't have a house girl at the time. So Mama called me and introduced me to these guys. That's how I met this guy who's super chatting here, Kim M Dollar. Kim M Dollar, make it rain. Kim Ingine. So that's how I met Kim. That's how I met Kim. That's how I met Kim, actually. That's how I met Kim. After they left, I didn't see him again until way later when Alan Kuna was starting his ministry. I was like one of the pioneers of Pastor Alan Kuna ministry. And that's we met again with Kim. And Kim will not stop reminding me about the chapos I made. I made good chapos, man. Kim has never forgotten. It's like Kim has never eaten any other nice chapatis like that. Well, Kim used to eat chapat. Let me say, like your dad used to say. Your dad used to say chapati. I'm a chapati. Your dad used to say that. Your dad ametoka Mombasa. So mnapika chapati ama chapati ama chapati. So that's how I met Kim. And Kim is saying that he's telling the truth. That's how I met Kim. He never forgot those chapos. He never forgot those chapatis. Even when I came to Dallas, Kim used to tell, oh, this guy Emilio is coming. This guy cooks the best chapati ever. Jerry Kimani came with a ninja. She's going to pin. So you actually have two people who know me in real life. You got Kim Manjao, you got Jimmy. These people know me in real life, like who I really am, okay, outside social media. And they know I'm very humble, guys. So these are my two brothers. These are my twins. Oh, of course, they're both younger than me, but Kim and Jimmy, like now Kim here in Dallas, like maybe I can stay here without seeing Kim. But when we Kim is always like, Kim is that brother. Hey, Kim is making it rain. Kim, make it rain. Kim is my brother. Kim is somebody, man, we've come a long way. Like Kim will tell you everything about me. My ups, my down, my everything. Kim knows everything about. If there's somebody who knows, like now, the good and the bad of EK is Kim. Kim knows when I flip and I'm mad. Kim knows that side of me. Kim knows everything about me. You know, Jimmy knows the religious side of me. But Kim knows both sides. Kim actually comes here. Actually, I'm gonna have Kim. We're gonna do a live stream here with Kim soon. So he's gonna come here. If you're in the United States, you wanna buy a home, Kim is the guy to go to. So I'm gonna have Kim here. We're gonna sit here with Kim soon. Make tutorial. Yes, we're gonna do it with Kim. Kim comes here. This is Kim's house. Jimmy, guys, go subscribe to my brother Jimmy. Go subscribe to Jimmy. Jimmy. Let's get him 1,000. Hey, let's get. Angalia, look at your brother. Him is charging for info about EK. Him, go away. You become Pastor Kanyare, Kim. You becoming Pastor Kanyare. Him, you're becoming Pastor Kanyare. Go away. I'm gonna block you, sir. Hey, Kim, you wicked. 310. Okay, you got a $300 thing. Oh, Jimmy, close. Jimmy, close. Give us one song and we've already passed time. Close with a song. Close with a song. You wanna sing? Tribute. Tribute to mom. Sing tribute to mom. Let's go.
We do the search me, O Lord. Search me, O Lord, and know my heart. Test my thoughts and point out anything that makes me sad. Search me, O Lord, and know my heart. Test my thoughts, Lord, and point out anything that makes me sad. Direct me, O Lord, and lead me in your way. Hold my hand, Lord, please lead me in your way. Search and know my heart and help me, Lord. Deliver me, Lord, from hidden faults. Keep me safe from willful sin, and never let them rule me. Deliver me, Lord, from evil thoughts. Keep me safe from willful sin, and never let them rule over me. Direct me, O Lord, and lead me in your way. Hold my hand, Lord, and lead me in your way. Search and know my heart and help me, Savior. Search and know my heart and help me, Lord. Please, Lord, search and know help me, Lord.
Hey, Jimmy, I haven't touched guitar for a long time, man.
In a long time.
I haven't touched guitar in a long
Oh
time.
man,
Thank you for having. I
mhm.
haven't touched
Thank you
guitar in
for
a
having
long
me, man.
time. So we're gonna do this another time. So check out Jimmy. Tell them how to find you. Your IG handles, Facebook handles, everywhere handle. Jimmy Murima, Jimmy Murima, Jimmy Murima. And then we get a better structure
Yes.
next time. Go ahead, Jimmy. Check out, and then we'll go. This is the last time. Tunamaliza kawa
Yes.
Kenya wa
So
pasta.
kila kitu, everything is Jimmy Koronge Mrima. On all platforms, you'll find me as Jimmy Koronge Mrima. Thank
All
you,
right. So
Emilio.
when are you planning to go live? I need you to do a live stream. We need to plan you do a live stream like what we just did. I need you to start
Okay.
doing live stream. We need to start having you do live stream so that
Okay.
these people here can start following you. We can capture your live stream. I think
All right.
you
So,
already
I,
we need to get you 3,000 to get you threshold monetization so we
okay.
can get to bless you in your channel too. We'll check Kim out. Kim is not a content creator, by the way. Kim is not a content creator, but bless up herself. So, guys, don't forget subscribe to my little bro Jimmy Koronge Murima. Former student, but now he's a teacher. The guy who got me pleaded, "Mommy, please, let's take this guy, let's welcome him." And here I am today. Bless up yourself, Jimmy. May God bless you. And I speak blessings over you, your family, and shout out to all your siblings, man. And I'm proud of you. I hope you're proud of me. I never let you guys down. So, Jimmy, salute. See you guys in the next one. And don't forget, looking, check out my brother. We'll do this next time. Bye bye, guys. Salimia Jamii Jimmy. Say hello to your wife, all right? I'm gonna do another live stream in a bit. So big up yourself and see you guys. Bye bye. Kim Manjao, thank you. Oh, our super chatter tonight. Kim Manjao, thank you. Kim, please drop in Guinea. Kim, drop 100. Kim, Anusha, sow a seed. Kim, become a platinum member, Kim. Okay, guys, bless up yourself and see you guys in the next one, guys. We will see you in the next. Bop, 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 bop. I got more content coming for you guys. Kim, bye, Kim. Bye, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. Bye bye. See you in the next.